Hi, this is Jana. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making a zucchini chocolate cake. Oh my gosh, it's so good and so moist. And so I've got 2 cups of flour here in my bowl, okay? And to 2 cups of flour, don't blink, we're gonna add 2 cups of sugar. This is a big cake though, okay? And so we're gonna whisk this together. There we go. And I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Now that's not hot cocoa, that is unsweetened cocoa. And there's other brands out there. Okay, so now we're going to whisk that in. It's kind of like sifting when you got your whisk. This is so good, and you know what? It's zucchini season. Check out my fried zucchini, and then I also did Blackstone zucchini. Summertime, July, August is especially a high peak zucchini season. And so there we got those together, just like that. Now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of baking soda, okay, not powder, baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. It's so humid. Everything's sticking.
I got out of work the other day and I walked out and I got hit with a wall of humidity. I swear it was like 200%.
It's like, walking into a rainstorm plus the heat.
Yeah, it was, and that was at 2 a.m.
I know, right? It's
2
crazy.
a.m. and it felt like 200% humidity.
Okay, now we're going to add 1 cup of buttermilk. Just like that. And now we're going to add 1 cup of vegetable oil. I know we're trying to step away from it, but I have found you can use butter, okay, but it's just not quite as moist. You can use 2 sticks of butter melted.
And this cake is delicious.
And 2 teaspoons. This, you can see everything's 2. It's just delicious. And it's a big cake. But it's moist and it lasts for days. Okay. Start to get those moist ingredients together. Now I have 2 whole eggs. Oh, there's a little bit of shell right there.
Good catch.
These are very, there we go, I got it. Normally you have to have the shell to get the shell out, but it was a very soft piece. And so I'm going to barely whisk these together here.
There you go.
Just until they're mixed together. Get them all nice and blended. Pour that in there. Now, this is where you have to make sure before you add the next ingredient that you have mixed that egg in really well.
Question.
Yes.
Could you use a hand mixer or?
Nope, do not. That's very good, Erin. Thanks for bringing that up. This is a recipe you do not use a hand mixer. Just use a whisk or a spoon.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Thank you for asking that. That's a really great question. I should have said that. This is a stir-only cake. Get it all, those dry ingredients mixed in.
Because it'll be like overbeaten or something, or?
Yeah, and when you're using these particular ingredients, it is a hand mixed cake, okay? Now that the eggs, see the eggs are all incorporated into that? See how thick this is? We're not done adding ingredients here. Now I have 1 cup. Do you want to hand me that 1 cup right there? Yep, thank you.
You rinse it out.
That's okay. And we've got 1 cup of hot, and it has to be hot coffee. 1 cup.
Don't eat a piece of cake before you go to bed.
Yeah, but 1 cup of coffee between all those servings, it's not that much.
I know, but it's caffeine.
Yeah, that's a thought. If you're very sensitive to caffeine, use decaf.
Decaf coffee.
And you can use instant if you're not a coffee drinker. You can use one of those packs of, and you can use just regular hot water if you don't want to add any coffee to it, but I've never noticed any issues with it.
I know, but just for the folks who are sensitive to caffeine.
Good point. Yeah, I suppose. Not much in that cup. I mean, probably because for a 12-cup coffee maker, I put in 4 teaspoons of ground coffee. So that's not that much.
I know, but I was just...
It is, though, I suppose. I've never had a problem. My kids have eaten it since they were children, and we've never had a problem. They all went to bed at 7:30.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see we're getting it all mixed together here. And that hot coffee is going to activate that baking soda.
Floof powder.
Floof. No, floof powder is baking powder.
Oh, my bad.
This is just baking soda, which is a stabilizer for your
Okay.
cake. The eggs actually help the cake to rise. And the baking soda is a stabilizer. Okay, now we can get going here. Here we go.
Oh, definitely thickened up.
Yeah. So now it looks like a cake mix, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But this is way better. I promise you this is better than any cake mix.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now for the zucchini part. I need 2 cups of loosely packed zucchini. And so people say, do you have to grate it? No, you don't have to grate zucchini. It's going to go right in, but I'm going to take off some of it. I had already washed this and I cut the ends off of it. I'm just peeling this across the sink here.
Just so they can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. So leave some of it on, leave some of it off.
Happy, happy.
Happy, happy. Or you can peel it all if you want to. So now we're going to go through with our grater, and if you have a box grater, you might like that better. And so anywhere, depending if you have a small zucchini, like 1.5 cups is fine. I'm going to add 2 cups not packed into my measuring cup when I get this done here. That looks to be about 1 cup. And what's the texture, you say? Can you taste it? No, but guess what? It makes your cake a whole lot more nutritious, and it adds moisture, and this is already a moist cake. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to take my measuring cup. And some people, I have taken it up to the farmer's market here, and I've said, can you tell me what you think this cake is? And they're like, is that coconut in there? It doesn't taste like coconut. What is that? And I said, zucchini, and they were amazed. And they said, it's really good. So we would have never in a million years guessed that there is zucchini. So now I have a clean kitchen towel. Might have a few stains on it, but it's what I use for this kind of thing. All right. And now you're going to gather the edges of your towel. Maybe give me that back. Bowl, the big bowl right there. And I'm going to, see, it's already the moisture starting to come out of the zucchini. Don't tear your towel, but you want to squeeze. I don't know if Erin, if you can get that.
I got it.
Squeeze moisture out of your zucchini.
The dogs.
Yeah, dogs are snoring.
They're soft.
You can't hear it over our mics, but we can hear it. It's funny. 2 sleepy goldens.
It's their nap time.
Yeah, deep sleepy time we call it. They have a deep sleepy time in the morning and a deep sleepy time in the afternoon. Oh, I don't have very strong hands, but you get the point here. And look it. Okay? So don't skip this step. You can use paper towels if you want to, but you gotta squeeze pretty hard. You can already see the bubbles activating in the zucchini cake.
Activate.
Activate. So now we're gonna add on our zucchini. Like I said, anywhere, you know, cup and a half, 2 cups, whatever you want. I'm going to leave that there because I have to rinse it out. And so now, break that up into our zucchini cake, chocolate cake.
And would you preheat your oven too?
I preheated my oven to 350 degrees, but because I'm using a glass cake pan, I moved it to 325. If you're using a metal, 350. See, it looks kind of like coconut.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Now, this cake is so moist, I'm not going to frost it. You can absolutely put your favorite chocolate frosting on, or cream cheese, or whatever, or ganache.
I always request your chocolate cake with no frosting because I don't really need the frosting.
Yeah. And
Perfect as is.
if you like that little something something extra in your, if you're not going to frost it,
Chocolate chips.
I have some mini, but you can use big, regular size, about a half a cup of mini semi-sweet or milk, whatever you like. Chocolate.
Chocolate tax.
Erin got her chocolate tax in. And I have a 9 by 13 pan here that I greased only the bottom of.
You want to do the sides?
Yeah, don't do the sides. Why, Erin?
Because the cake won't stick to it and it'll slide down and just be a flat cake.
Yes, you want to have something for your cake to be able to climb on. All right.
I didn't realize that until it's true. I did it when I made cakes in Kansas City and it always stayed low.
So here we go into our 9 by 13 pan. My oven's ready to go. Preheated. And what a way to get your kids to eat zucchini and they'll have no idea.
They have no idea. Sneak them veggies in.
There we go. And so this is going to go into the oven and it's going to bake for approximately 35 minutes. I personally check my cake and when you press down on the center somewhere, in here, when you press down and it springs back up, that's a good sign that it's done. Or a toothpick in, toothpick out. But remember, you got chocolate chips in there, so don't just think it's chocolate chips. Make sure it's batter. If there's batter on it, I just touched my microphone with my bracelet. I'm sorry, Erin. And so make sure that we can come back and I'll show you what it looks like. But into the oven it goes. Okay, we're going to check our cake. There's our zucchini chocolate cake. Now I'm going to teach you something right here. Push down, and see it springs back up. And it's not wiggling in the center. Now we're going to check with a toothpick to double check. There's a little bit of moisture on there.
Put your hand down a little bit. It was kind of blurry. There you go.
But I'm going to check at one other place. You don't want this to be undercooked.
Or overcooked.
So I shut my oven, shut my oven off, and I'm just going to let it sit in here for maybe 3 or 4 more minutes, and that'll get it done. But remember, we also put chocolate chips in there, okay? And so the chocolate chips are the secret to making sure it's not just chocolate on your toothpick, okay? It could just be chocolate, so I'm just going to let it sit. I don't want to overbake this, but it's still going to be moist. And so we'll be back. Okay, we're back and our chocolate zucchini cake is done. It's cooled, we're after supper, and it's time for a little bedtime snack. How about that? And so we've got, look how moist.
What's our rule about the first slice?
Who cares? This is zucchini cake and it's so moist and it's so yummy. I personally like these end pieces. I'm going to save that one for myself.
The corners.
Ooh, I like those. And they're just a little bit chewier on the edges. Oh, so good. Because of all that 2 cups of sugar, it makes it almost like a toffee on the edges. It's so good. Okay, I'm going to take a centerpiece for him and I'm going to save the end piece for me. I probably should have had a wider spatula here. Get out that one. I'm going to move this camera here a little bit. Here we go. I should have been thinking about that. I probably should take a small piece, but I'm not going to. I always say the first piece of anything coming out of a pan is always a challenge.
The messed up one.
Mm-hmm. And I want to just show you in a second here how absolutely moist this cake is. And it is chocolate. Ooh, look at
Oopie daisy.
yum. So good. So good. So good.
Quality.
Yum, yum, yum. Quality control.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you. That is so very moist. Oopsie daisy. I about dumped it. We always have such a fun time in the kitchen, don't we, Aaron?
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real. But look, you can just tell the moisture on there. And now we're not done yet. Gotta wash my hand off.
Got chocolate on it.
Got chocolate. Not done yet. You know, my favorite Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream is a must. Look at, oh. There we go. Now we have a perfect dessert. I hope that you all try my moist, delicious chocolate zucchini cake. And it is zucchini season. You've got to make this. Thanks for stopping by my kitchen.